Brazil's 2026 World Cup journey could be shaped by one of the most daring selection decisions in recent football history. Yes, fans, after months of doubt, rumors, and silence, Neymar is finally expected to return to the pitch in March, and his name is being discussed alongside another electric winger, Antony, as two essential weapons for the Seleção. And that sparks a huge question: if Neymar and Antony return in full rhythm, who will be sacrificed from the current setup? Early reports already suggest that two underperforming attackers, Rodrygo and Luís Henrique, may be the ones paying the price. And this time, Coach Carlo Ancelotti does not want to take any risks or repeat previous mistakes. Brazil has gone too long without lifting the World Cup, and the pressure for 2026 is heavier than ever. Ancelotti wants the very best, the most decisive, the most fearless players in his front line. And whether fans like it or not, the numbers tell a very clear story. Rodrygo, once considered Brazil's golden boy and a promising face of Real Madrid, has shocked the football world with one of the most disappointing phases of his career. Imagine this: a forward playing 32 straight matches for his club and scoring 0 goals. Yes, 0. Across those same 32 matches, Rodrygo has provided only 2 assists. This has raised huge concerns for both club and country. His coach at Real Madrid, Xabi Alonso, already made it clear that Rodrygo was not a major part of his tactical plans for the season. Yet Rodrygo chose to stay, hoping he could turn things around. But the reality has not changed. He started only 3 matches in La Liga this season, and even in the Club World Cup and Champions League, where he played over 100 minutes, he still failed to make an impact. Last season, under Carlo Ancelotti, Rodrygo enjoyed a long run of trust, support, and opportunities. But now, with Brazil needing explosive form and attack, most fans, and even many analysts, agree that his current performance level is not what a team like Brazil can afford for a World Cup. Luís Henrique, on the other hand, is slightly better than Rodrygo, but still far from what the Seleção needs. Playing in the Russian league, which many compare to the Saudi league in terms of intensity, Henrique has managed only 4 goal contributions this season. His speed is impressive, but speed alone cannot win you a World Cup. Brazil needs decision-makers, creators, finishers, players who change a match in one moment. And that brings us right back to Neymar and Antony. Neymar, even while carrying injuries, has produced more brilliance than most fully fit forwards this year. Doctors told him he wasn't ready to play. They said he needed more time. They warned him about the risks. And yet Neymar stepped onto the pitch and delivered goals, assists, and match-winning moments. He dragged Santos away from relegation, revived their confidence, and transformed their identity. For club and country, Neymar remains both a leader and a symbol, someone who can change the rhythm of an entire squad simply by being on the field. Even an 80% Neymar is more threatening than a fully fit version of many others. That is why Brazilian fans say, unfit or not, we need Neymar in the team. And then comes Antony, undoubtedly one of the most improved Brazilian attackers this season. After an incredible previous campaign, Antony has returned with fire, scoring, assisting, and creating chances match after match. His speed, intensity, sharp dribbling, and positional intelligence make him a nightmare for defenders. He doesn't just run, he disrupts entire defensive lines. Right now, Antony is the strongest alternative to Rafinha. Imagine this scenario: Rafinha starting on the right wing, stretching the defense, and then Antony coming in as a substitute. Any opponent would be terrified. Tired defenders facing Antony's fresh pace and aggression? That is a recipe for chaos. That is why analysts insist that a Neymar-Antony combination is not just an option. It is a necessity. With these two on the wings, Brazil's attacking line maintains constant pressure for 90 minutes. They bring variety, unpredictability, flair, and the most important ingredient, fear. Opponents do not fear Rodrygo right now. They do not fear Luís Henrique, but they fear Neymar. They fear Antony. They fear creativity, audacity, and the ability to change the game in one moment. That is what World Cup winning teams need. And that is exactly what Brazil has been missing in recent years. So now the big question goes to you, the fans. As Brazil prepares for the 2026 World Cup and coach Carlo Ancelotti begins shaping his ultimate squad, who do you want to see wearing the yellow shirt? Do you still trust Rodrygo and Luís Henrique despite their struggles? Or do you believe Brazil must build its front line around the brilliance of Neymar and the fire of Antony? Your opinion matters. Drop your thoughts in the comments and tell us who deserves a place in the national team. Brazil's future might just depend on it.